Wasn't the result you wanted today, Dan, but congrats on a great season.
Thanks. I'm proud of the kids, and they're warriors. They fought. Grundy Center, what an outstanding football team. They are as advertised. They are the top of the class by far. I mean, they looked maybe at the beginning of the season like that they could be a team that could be beat, but the last 4 or 5 weeks, they are definitely the number one team, and we not taking away anything from them, obviously, but you can only take so many guys getting banged up and injured, and then all of a sudden your playbook gets cut very thin, and so we had a lot of guys playing out of position, but even with our best out there, I don't think we're beating Grundy today.
What do you gonna remember the most about this group?
They're a fun group to coach. They're warriors. They battle. They've fought through a lot of injuries, and we've had kids playing with broken backs and dislocated fingers. And, Wyatt played with a broken hand all season long, and these kids, Wyatt came really close to putting a cast on his arm and playing today, with a broken arm, and he wanted to play that bad. So these are kids that love football. That's what, and I love these kids. They're like sons to me, and it's really it's a bummer that we had to end this way, but I don't think we could dwell on that, and the fact that these guys made it. We earned where we were at. We're the second best team in the state of Iowa, and this program was down in the dumps for a long time, and we've built it up to a team, and we haven't underachieved or underperformed in the last 5 years. We've always gotten where we were seated or better. This year we started the season ranked number 2, and that's where we ended up, at number 2. So we beat a really good Underwood team last week, and we proved that we deserved to be in the state championship game. But Grundy is a better football team, and kudos to those guys.
I asked the guys, what kind of legacy do you hope this team leaves behind? How do you hope that history remembers this team?
Well, I hope that I hope people remember that these guys played to the very end, and they played for 13 weeks. And there's 330 football teams in the state of Iowa, and only 316 got knocked out before this point. We got down to the last 2 in our class, and I hope people remember that, and that these guys battled, and that we gave our community a lot of enjoyment. Our community really rallied around us. That was great. I mean, it brought our community together. Football brought everybody in our community together, and people wanted to do whatever they could to help out the Bulldogs. And obviously, it wasn't the result we wanted today, but I don't think it should, downplay what a great season we had. So.
Is the biggest hurt you don't get to go to practice with these guys Monday?
It is. It's not the loss. It's that I don't get to coach these guys anymore. And last night was pretty emotional. I mean, it was those guys didn't want to leave the practice field. So I think that says that it's not just about the game. It's the bonds these guys build together with their coaches, and a lot of hugs, a lot of tears last night. So I think it just proves that it's more than just a game. It's more than just what happened out there tonight. It's what these guys have learned as a group, and the bonds they built with the coaches, and the lessons they've learned about life. It's not just football. I always say that if I just teach them how to play football, then I did do my job. And these guys, I've heard so many compliments from businesses. We go out for dinner at places. They say that's the most polite group of young men I've ever met. And so that makes me feel good as a coach that we're not just a good football team, but these are turning into fine young men, and they're going to be the leaders, and they're going to be the guys in the future that they're the mayors and the businessmen and the dads. That's probably the most important thing. The most important job these guys are going to have is being a good parent, and hopefully they learned about hard work and dedication and sacrifice, and those are the kinds of things that I hope that they remember. Other than just where they got to play in a state football championship. And so I'm proud of the guys, and I'm happy for our community.
But getting to go this far is kind of cool too, right?
It is, yeah. It was. It is. It was pretty cool, and you can sit back and enjoy it now, because everybody always says, enjoy it, and I keep telling everybody, I'm like, I can't. And I feel like I'm a bus driver, and I'm like in a busy city, and everybody always says that. Other coaches and people say, enjoy it. You want to make sure you enjoy the ride, but I'm driving the bus, and I got to keep my eyes on the road for these guys, and I'm bummed for them. I'm bummed for the staff, the community, but now I can sit back, reflect, be proud, maybe go back and watch the game, and maybe not this one, but some of the other ones, you know, that just be proud of what we accomplished this year. So, yeah.
And you came through the best district in 1A, and perhaps one of the best districts or most competitive ones in the state.
Yeah.
How'd that get you ready for this journey?
Yeah, well, we didn't have any weeks off, that's for sure. Right? We didn't all season long. We had, tough competition, and that makes you tougher. So, I mean, I'm glad we got to play tough competition, because those are the games, that are more rewarding when you win the really tough ones, all season long, and going against a tough district, and got us to where we're at, obviously. And so, again, wasn't the outcome that we hoped for, but still doesn't undermine the success that this senior class had over the last 4 years. That's a lot of football games they've won, and really turned a program around that was down in the dumps for a long, long time, for 26 years. And these guys made it to the playoffs and the quarterfinals or further every year. So, got to be proud of that.
Congrats on a great season, Dan.
Thank you, Darren. Thank you.